Hey guys, me Mish, everything I say is not financial advice, my personal opinion. Let's take a look at the markets. My biggest upgrade is that I find it's so funny because I knew like about futures all this time, but never processed it that we have 24/7, almost 24/7 markets in United States that I'll be focusing from now on. Yeah, spice dip. I would even say to the point that I can already, oops, that I can mark out this level already. You know what I mean? It's counter trend though. So you'll have to, yes, something to keep in mind. You're not there yet, but it's counter trend for sure. So be mindful of point 0.5. But yeah, this is where we are. Yeah, you guys, you're witnessing a birth of first ever stock market musical. I know about Lehman Brothers trilogy, but it's a drama theater. This one is a musical social trading and investing on financial markets with Misha Suvorov. I think that's also yet to happen, but I think that's the reality of the situation. And we're God knows where on monthly in correction. But yeah, DTM doesn't care. DTM doesn't care. Yeah, I don't think this is valid. Something like this. Oh, I'm saying that's a counter trend balance. It is a counter trend balance. But yeah, I don't want to do anything with it. Boom, that's a Merrick. Quasi. Tiro. I don't know even where to put. Yeah, it's a massacre now. Eyes. Turn. You're as cold as ice. I don't see myself on this chart like at all. This also is dip and looks like a break a lot. And I think it will be in 6 hours from now. So it needs to overcome this level. Good job on Fang closing the trade yesterday. If this market was 24/7, I would have kept the trade and now being stopped out. Boom. End of the story. Because months, I think, is in 0.5. There is no business for me with Fang anymore. It's not a short trend, so no matter what it shows in 5 minutes, it literally doesn't matter. So good job taking the small profit and walking away, I guess. So is this too far from 0.5? This thing popped. This thing popped nicely. Earnings, December 19th. But that's all school 0.5 with extended lines. I don't do that anymore. It looks like it wants to go lower. It did this 2-bar spring and then so it was good for a quick pop. Volume distribution was not good. Now we have this. Down, up. What the heck? So this what, oh, this is a transition extremum. That's an interaction right now. Yeah. Needs to break and go higher. XLK jumps out of this ditch. Again, needs to overcome now the T2. This thing. You're as cold as ice. Artificial intelligence. Boom. This thing goes. Continuation of the trend. Needs to break this level and yeah. Okay. An old friend messaged me yesterday. I was super glad to hear from. Yeah, they just went down. I missed all of that. Oh, and we are beyond our, yeah, rotation point. Why do I have so many 0.5s? Continuation of the trend. So this 0.5 is illegitimate yet. So it just indicates that we have room to go. But for this, it was continuation of the trend. So 1 bar rule. Oh. Uh, okay, so let's lose this one for now because we changed direction. Did we though? Wait, the whole charging is off here. We don't have transition extreme anymore. So we gotta go back to our. Oh, this makes no sense, of course, but that's really the then side of strengths is this. Then we have a few long day candles. Probably such as this. So long day candle is the one that has bigger volume and spread than two previous bar in one consequent. So this is not it. This is it. What? Yeah, yeah, that's the next one. And then this is the next one. Hold on. This spread is not bigger than this, but this is. So this will be the next one. What else? Next one is bigger. And this. And now we have an exhaustion volume. Bro, I'm a genius. I know, it looks like a lot, but that's what it is. Sign of strengths and then this long day candles. This and this. Yeah, so, huh. I'd say obviously this is our most powerful in 0.5. And this is also a go. And we're in there right now. Aren't we? We are. This is where we are. Yep. You're right in the level. You're right at the level, and now it makes sense. So it's this. I failed to redesign the wave based of the fact that we got a break on the year. Once we got the break on the year, transition extreme became non-existent. So all this is correction. Yeah, I'd more so wait for price to come here, but locally something is doable here too. Okay, this test. This level is way better than this. However, however, however. Dune. Huh. There was an enter here, but it goes lower. Everything was sexy till it wasn't. Biggest bar considering this was the last one. Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Biggest volume T1, and then weak approach, 1 bar spring, test, and then this. That would be a stop loss. An instant one. What can I say? Except for good thing I wasn't at the monitor. That's all I can say. No, we want a D an hour. You need to come here. something like this. It's high above 0.5, so and this is a little low. Like I'd say critically low. This volume also, yeah. There's no volume in T1, and then this volume comes in. Be skeptical. I am skeptical. I wouldn't be skeptical. I am right here, right now. It's a good volume, and it's powerful break. Well, it's not a break because the price on a lower time frame cannot break a level of the higher time frame. You see how I'm more politically correct now with higher lower, not inferior superior, to remove this toxic power dynamic and between time frames and highlight the fact that we all are equal, which is a nonsensical statement for anyone who knows the theory of relativity or how universe works in any approximation. There is no two equal bodies in the entire freaking universe. But have a tendency to equalize and balance out things is a good one in the human world. T-Mobile goes down, has room to go. Volume distribution is good. Uh, it's beyond its rotation point on. So even though equality is a myth and is not achievable, we should uh, be targeted towards balancing out things. It's like yoga. Yoga tends to balance out things that are imbalanced due to the nature of our lifestyles, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So be beyond our rotation point on dailies, which disqualifies this thing for a swing trade. However, for day trade, it's still all right. I'm still processing the fact that I would be um, in loss on Fang right now if I kept the position. That sucks. Okay, that's where we are on T-Mobile. And let's see our gainers and losers. And this is a break. That will be another stop I would have taken today. Spring test. And then it doesn't go. Sad story. Um, let's see our gainers and losers. So potentially this 24-hour, 22-hour a day markets uh, release me from responsibility to be on schedule. Still, they have like majority of the volume comes during working hours, but we'll see with NYC and other exchanges, Nasdaq and Chicago, figuring out their extended hours and 24/7 trade. That's the biggest positive crypto impact. It's a green day we have thus far. Um, is that American exchanges finally feel the pressure to catch up. That would be amazing if American stocks will become 24/7. Ooh, that eliminates the main obstacle I have um, on the American market. That would be just great. Looks like markets continue high. Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar high. Including the Fang. Oh la la. And I don't want to have anything. It's not a short wave. Whatever it is, it's not. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Is it more like makes a sensey? Counter trend, bro. How many times you promise to yourself to stay away? To stay away. See, I'm learning hotkeys by accident. I did it multiple times and then I realized that oh, if you hold control and click on the map, it will maximize the window and then you can go back by holding control and doing the same. So yeah, ooh, no, 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 counter trend for you, Mishka. Same here, pretty much. It's not critically. Constant. Solby is there, but needs a close manipulation signal since we bypassed transition extremum. I think that's enough. I think that's enough, and let's take a look at the what the heck? Yeah, like a 1-bar reversal never works. Well, it's not that it never works, but probability is not in my favor. Okay, let's chart a little bit, and then I'll go about starting my day. What the heck? Oh, you see? And if you go regular, yeah. I'll have to make my decision somewhere about logarithmic and arithmetic charts. I'm still doubting. Maybe I should read more because it looks like we reached the limit in this conversation with my trading coach for now. And our backer force is ineffective. Mm-hmm. So futures moves 22 hours, 6 hours a day. 6 days a week. And they kind of give maybe the privilege of the both. They're still insured. Not your risks, of course, but it goes through American broker, and I need to check, but I think even while in trade, they're still covered by FDI, whatever the insurance company called, agency. However, they only have a 2-hour break a day, and they're closed Friday night to Sunday evening, I think I want to say. There's nothing to chart, I think. It went up to this little thing here. As the balance went down. Twists and curls. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's not good for anything, I think. It needs to come here at least. So, dismissed. Far beyond its point of rotation. This is the uh no, come on. Uh mm, yeah, that's part of the spring. It's weird because this is also a sign of shrinks because it's that biggest volume. And then it doesn't, the spread is less than the previous bar, so it can be super technically. This is the bigger volume. Yeah, that's what it is. Um, and the previous, something like this. And also, yeah, it's gonna take some time for her. Pasha, I have time. Like all the time in the world. There was a little thing here. And then we got this level. Hey, hey. Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar high. Such a, like, did they write the song using the words randomizer? It broke the, it's pretty big volume. Yeah. So, gold is setting up a disappointment for late adopters. So I'm reading finally Javier Hermoso Chavez's Like of 2.0, um, where he speaks to like things that are intuitively available for most of us, but how every wave has innovators, early adopters, late adopters, and laggers, I think is the word. It's continuation of the trend, by the way. Yeah, not like here. Yeah, gold is still in continuation of the trend, so it's good on smaller time frames, not for investment trade, but on swing and lower time frames. Uh, Still needs to break this thing, but at least we got one daily watch. Congratulations. First daily watch on, and nothing critical here. Nothing threatening. I'm just a flamingo. You guys remember Mark Rebele? I don't know. Rebele, like Rebele? Rebele? I don't know. He's great. I think I'm gonna stop here and gonna go start my day. I have time and I have so many futures to onboard. So, uh, so yeah, that was tragic on Mandela's. That smelled like a stop loss for Mishka. And that's also possibly in my universe is yeah. So maybe it's this. And then and then yeah. I'm gonna go start my day. You guys trade responsibly on your own. Don't listen to anyone. That will be a level to watch, at least. You know what I mean? If it comes to it. The ice, the stock I was making fun of, until I realized it is this stock. You know what I mean? It's NYC and other data centers that run the show on American and the world financial markets. So sorry, Ice, I was carried away by your likeness to, you know, the notoriously known law enforcement that sparks so much controversy. Yeah, it's hard to say to tell what was the biggest level here. None of that is gonna be of my bother soon once I switch over to 22 hours, 6 days a week financial markets. But yeah, any of this could have been a volume level, really, including this guy. Because that's like 2 last minutes, 5 minutes of the day, and then this is way less. But yeah, it's still a possibility. Too high though. Too high up there. Bang. Without till, it's not critically like high. If only, if only I can turn back time. If only I could turn, 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 turn. If only I could. Turn, turn. You guys know that song. Because if you don't, I feel terribly irrelevant and outdated. But that's the part of the aging process, right? Accepting yourself as an outdated unit and kind of leaning into it and enjoying it genuinely. I think that's a good, you know. Yeah, the thing is, it's only the tail, and tail doesn't count. And still. And also, we have attachments, you know, like how in criminology they say that criminals always like revisit the crime scene. Like once we made some money and successful trade, or for that matter, if we lost some money and made an unsuccessful trade, somewhere we'll tend to we have pain attachment to that stock or market situation, and we tend to go there and revisit it and try to compensate or whatever. So don't fall into this trap, is all I'm saying. One and done. That's how it goes in financial markets. You made some money or lost some money, move on. That's it, done deal. It's good in continuation of the trend. Where the heck? It's not operable. The sun is coming out of the clouds and birds are chirping. California is a good place to be. Huh. I was like too close to and volumed. Isn't it fun? And the previous 0.5 was this 0.5 doesn't matter for now, but continuation of the trend 0.5 was here. A little too high, but all in all, That was like a badass entry. It was. Yo. A little too much of a volume. Not critically, but initiative takeover and also closing the gap. It doesn't have to go beyond 0.5. I don't think so. It was closing the gap. Yeah, this one. The It closed the gap too. It's not the biggest volume, but it changed direction, so it doesn't matter anymore. That looked like an exhaustion. And this comes in. Now volume accumulation is all there. sell here. Volume is long. What is the risk? Um, 34 to 30. Or $2. $2 risk. Lean. Some strength. This is, by the way, is not the level. Okay, I'm in. For small trade. Let's describe our trade. It was a win. It's a day trade. It's a win. And the time is 10:48 Eastern time. Um, and we will sell profit level. And we will stop. It's a real stop. There's no way I can fool around. With this one. Okay. Let's now describe what happened. We have a trend trade, long impulse, neutral zone type 2, far beyond rotation point. Rotation point. Is it exhaustion volume? Trend trade. On months, we have a trend trade. We have a long balance. We are below 5 correction. Looking from previous T2, expanding highs. Biggest volume 2 bars spring plus. And neutral, we're already in neutral zone 1 after the spring. And we don't like neutral zone, especially type 1. Trade and 2 bar spring plus. I think this is not a good. Yeah. 0.5 anyway. Trend trade. We have long impulse. We have sign of strength above jump over creek. We have support zone. We are above pointer correction. We have unvolumed manipulation bar. trend trade. Hold on. Geometry is not the best on this one. On 5 minutes. It's a trend trade. It's a long impulse. Long impulse. It's neutral zone type 2. That's it, right? Long impulse, neutral zone type 2. Well, that was... Is laconic a word? Лаконичный. I think it's a word. Copying. And then 5 minutes. What we have is a conservative trend trade. It's a long impulse. It's jump over creek level. It's support level. That's below 0.5 correction, which I don't know is good or bad. It's too close to T1 already, to T2. It's a support zone. I'm sorry. Zone. It's a 2-bar spring. Oy, oy, oy. 2-bar spring. Plus, it's a volumed. Volumed. It's that's it. Calculated affordable, yeah, affordable stop loss. 1, 2, 2, risk to reward, take profit. Yeah. It's conservative and it's a 2 spring plus. Yeah. Didn't go as planned. Well, I'll share it with the world regardless, because that's my commitment. But the count, yeah, This volume came in and it doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. It's a lean 5 minute long aggressive conservative counter trend trade. 1 hour trend. 1 day trend. 1 month trend. Oops. Sorry, gibberish trend. Hellenic 1 year trend. Hellenic that Russians appropriated for Cyrillic after Russia adopted Hellenic alphabet. It's Kirill and Methody who brought it to Russia, so it was named after them, Cyrillic. Lean. What's the name of the stock? What's the name of the stock? Linde. Linde. Okay. We say, oops. we say, we say, damn. Volume, spread analysis, price, volume analysis, waves, Wyckoff, of course, support and resistance zones, supply and demand, effort versus result. I think that's it, right? Take profit. Dunk. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that didn't go as planned for sure. But that's the trade for today. I took a very small position because yeah, I was skeptical on this guy. Netflix is at the level with a beautiful exhaustion volume of the whole thing. Yeah. I'm glad I was able to readjust my charting. So yeah, it's beautiful. Expect automatic rally maybe. The one I'm not gonna take. It may be in a break in a 20 minutes. It's a daily watch now. Just what am I doing here on this thing? Trying to catch up just because I missed it. Do I have it open? Because like technically Oh yeah, I was trying to now change direction. Doesn't make any sense. Was a balance here, and then just a massacre now. Just a massacre now. If there is no previous T2, there's nothing. Yeah, so out of inquisitiveness, we'll keep it. Uh, empty, I have it open. AP needs the levels, I think. Does it though in a situation like this? It's not closed yet, so super technically, it's like a big ass balance. Yeah, something like this. Uh, why do I not have this guy open? I have NPM. Okay, that's my game now. That's my game now. Fang. Lean. Doing something. Okay, I want to go start your day. You guys trade responsibly on your own. Don't listen to anyone. No one knows anything. Learn and grow in the communities of like-minded people. So I just